Hi, I'm here for the weekly review, despite whatever else is happening. On a not normal day, Ollie is here, but off camera because we got sort of hosed on our timing for various reasons, and they weren't available until right before, and neither was I. And then anyway, kids showed up right now. So instead of other things, we are doing this on an unusual day. Um, But a weekly review, since I'm in charge of saying it, since I'm the only one here, weekly review is that special time in our week's life when we pause doing all of the things and focus on what are the things and how we will do them. This could include a calendar review just this week or further ahead and see what occurs to you. It could include reviewing your projects. In a not unrelated example, mine today, and the reason we're doing an extra one, or the initial reason we started talking about doing an extra one, is because I have some things coming up that desperately require my OmniFocus to be in a more regularly cleaned state than it has been of late. So we're doing an extra review because apparently my brain now doesn't know how to review things outside of this setting. We tried doing it and just co-working. I was like, wow, this is way harder. I'm used to this. It's been working for me. So here we go. Ollie will be back as soon as they can. They're just receiving a child. And I hope we'll hear, I think their review is going to be D&D focused, but that's just guessing. And here's the device that I struggled to find. I knew I brought it with me, but then I couldn't find it. Today is just one of those days, y'all. It didn't finish working right. Yeah, like I said, it's one of those days. So this is a bonus one, so I don't have to do these things. I may do my daily tasks. That's the thing I did write down for today. I don't know that I'll be scheduling co-working. I'm not going to review my calendar my calendar further out because that's tiring and also not what I'm here for today. So I have had many what's the word? Windows open to review and OmniFocus. What is the most important one to start with? I think the most important one to start with is me not feeling like a dang hypocrite. Because I don't believe in having overdue things that don't apply to you. And there are some. And when I think about getting rid of them, I feel like, oh, but that's a project I want to plan. Not good. Not good. Red flags everywhere. So I will, thank you. My watch thinks I need to check my rings. I'm like, yes, I know. Today has not been one that has gone according to my plan. I think we'll do the daily task thing just to feel a little more on top of it. And then I think what I got to do is review. I do want to do that. Okay, I do have another intention, and it is to figure out which of my up next projects are actually next as opposed to when the course is done. Not that I finished all my wrap tasks, but I'm now at the point where I feel like I can at least look at other things, if nothing else, to give my brain diversity, because then it feels like, oh, the only thing I can do is put together the document or like the collection of all the videos to hand out to the participants. I go, ugh, because that's only one task and it has no variety. Even though it's a thing I very much want to get out to people, it is not enough by itself to give me a sense of like I'm doing things. So I need variety. And so I need to pick out what are the other things that have to be up next. And my options are somewhat narrowed by this weird constraint of time that I'm not big on. I think maybe it should just chill out a little bit. Okay. Overdue. I think what this is also going to be is a mind sweep because I'm going to see some of them and they're things that my basic rule, if you haven't heard it before, of things that are marked as due in a task manager should be things that have to happen by that actual time or you get rid of them. And so by those rules, these are things I should get rid of. But then they make me think of, oh, but if I had a project that did blah, 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 then this wouldn't happen for this type of task anymore. And so I need to set up the blah, blah, blah before I can feel comfortable getting rid of those. My water bottle fell over. Do you have any intentions for your review? I can go to a place where I can see the chat, so I might know the answer. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. When you open up your iPad and it's on a page about mitochondria. Okay, this is what I actually need. And what I actually need to do. That was adorable. I know I've given this example places before. But my favorite example of like to-do lists where we did not necessarily factor things in, or sometimes when a rebellious teenager inside of us took over instead of our best intentions. I think of that as there's an episode of The Simpsons where Marge was leaving town or something, and she left Homer with a shopping list. Lisa, I think, was the only one in possession of actual shopping list, and Homer's doing the grocery shopping, and Lisa goes, Dad, none of these items are on the list, because he's putting like candy and stuff in the shopping cart. Dad, none of these items are on the list. This is Mom's grocery list. And he looks at it, he goes, she was way off. And I feel like that's between ourselves a bunch of times with like the stuff we got to do and then the stuff we actually managed to do.
I concur with this. I concur with this.
I just need to say this out loud. I need to do a mind sweep, and the old pages of stuff in this document do not fill me with joy.
Well, then get rid of them.
I should just get rid of them, but I don't feel comfortable doing that without looking at them. But then I'm not doing a mind sweep.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I think probably that is the right answer.
But you won't be confident in it, and therefore it will still stress you if you don't go through them first.
Which is actually related to what I'm doing first. How do I get rid of this?
I'm stripping my iPad again so that it's naked. Naked iPad, you guys. Scandalous
like a
iPad.
Naked phone. Okay.
I don't like naked tech in general. Yo, yes, hello. Sweet.
Pet peeve. Yeah. This stream won't let me just remove the thumbnail. I have to put in a new one.
Oh.
Right. Or it says the wrong date. Like, I don't know what date it is. I was like, no, I just didn't schedule this because I've been busy. This is annoying. There we go. Because we are people who know what date it is. I think I'm just going to do this overdue mind sweep right now because I've already thought of stuff that I need to mind sweep up. Crap, I already forgot him while I was telling my story about. Okay, here is something I need to do. I need to close stuff I'm unlikely to use during this hour because
You know, when it comes to neurodiversity and creativity, I really shouldn't be surprised at how truly out there some things can be or seem or happen. But I guess I'm still innocent enough or have enough I don't know, you know, acceptance of the world. I don't know how to phrase that, but some things still surprise me. And this is one that's actually fit for all audiences. But the artist that I've been showing you art from that on the Patreon, blah blah blah, um, just just drew the romantic pairing that I like and that they like and everybody likes, not everybody, some people like, that I'm writing my fig about as single-celled amoeba.
That is strange.
That is one of the wildest fandom things I have ever seen. It is breathtaking in its like I yeah.
Could I interrupt this mind freeze to ask you what your intentions are?
Yes, you can go ahead and do that. My intentions are to have intentions. I honestly don't know. I actually don't know. But that's the honest truth. Ladles and jelly spoons, I have no idea what's going on. I'm making tea. So once I have tea, okay, how about this? My intentions are to state intentions by the time my tea is ready. How about that? Hmm?
Okay.
Oh dear. I'm experiencing this new nervous twitch I have when I get stressed. It's not my favorite, but at least it's not visible. I assume.
Um,
Okay.
Ollie, my brain is going down a path that is not very close to the one I started on.
Is it about single-celled amoeba?
No, but it's
Good.
not about where these overdue items came from in my OmniFocus. It's
By the way, I may be called away at a moment's notice for a nap experience, not my own, unfortunately. Because boy, Gigi ran our smallest today. Also, another thing that happened today. Hello, internet. This is just me updating Brittany on my day. Was that when I went to the physiotherapist for the leg injury I had back in February, I explained, she asked, what did you do immediately after the injury? I said, well, because I always do nap time with the little one sleeping on my chest, I set myself up in the rocking chair, feet elevated. I rolled up a blanket under my ankles, and then I put the heating pad under the affected leg, and but with my clothing between it and the heating pad. And she said, "Oh, very well. Where did you study?" Meaning, you must have studied, you know, the human body slash medicine or something to have this knowledge. And I'm like, I am a
So
humble
what, you'd want
ADHD
clothing
coach.
between a heating pad and your body?
Well, direct, yeah. You generally want like indirect heat, but it was like the rolled blanket and the elevation and the heat and blah blah. It was the whole bit. That she just assumed that I studied, the human body somewhere, and in fact, I have not. I mean, other than I took
No, you
first aid.
have. Like, you studied yours. You've been in pain before.
I have been in pain before, but apparently lots of people are in pain and don't do jack about it, other than I guess take over the counter analgesic. So she was very impressed with those steps that I took. So I was dead chuffed, as the UK people say. Um, yeah. And today I am eating an aged cheddar from Ireland. Oh, Brittany, this is some good cheese. This is some good cheese.
I'm so glad.
Okay. Why did you turn off the screen share?
An experiment, I guess.
Very well.
I don't know. I just did. Like, we've never been able to have people consciously answer if it was helpful to have up or not.
That's fair.
And I was just like, I don't know. Just turned it off. Also, although people will see it later, nobody's watching right now, so it doesn't matter.
Sure. Interesting.
But it's an embedded part of my keyboard
Workflow.
maestro macro to run these. So if I did want to do something different long term, I should change that. Anyway. Okay.
I am so happy that my inbox woes are, at least temporarily, not so woeful. Okay. The sacred timeline.
I really felt like the universe is against us today.
I know. And yet we're here.
We are here. It's not against us separately, it's against us collectively.
Ah. So the part of the reason that the person I was telling you about became the inspiration for the character in the fic was because I decided that the character in the fic had a journalism background, and so does this person. So
Mhm.
I was telling another friend of mine who knows about the fic, about this coincidence of the name, and I said, "Why does Black Staff Academy have a journalism department? It does now." But like, even a university that is famed for, I don't know, like MIT. Does MIT only have like just STEM and nothing else?
I think so.
Okay. Might have to rethink that then.
But I mean, most schools are have more
Broad.
options.
Yeah. MIT being the like one of the exceptions. Yeah. And
And I don't
actually
know for
Waterdeep is not that
sure,
big.
but that's the impression I'm under.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, Waterdeep's not actually that big. I love how I can Google the population of made up cities. Hmm. Forgot Candlekeep is not actually that big either. It's like only like a building sort of. Yeah, it's like a monastery.
Hmm.
I am in a rabbit hole.
Pull out of the rabbit hole. Dang it.
I already looked up Menzoberranzan's population. Yeah, it's very small compared. It's big by comparison, but yeah. I don't think that Blackstaff can necessarily afford to have just to be magic exclusive. I think that it would have other departments.
Also,
I have
like
decided it.
if you're in modern times, it's going to be different. So.
Yes, which my fic is a modern AU. So mm. Although I should look up who the Blackstaff is in 1492, or I guess we're around 1495.
Uh, uh.
I saw a picture
Is
of
there
her
anything I can do
one
to help
point.
you pull out of your rabbit hole?
I'm actually already out of it. I've moved on to paying a bill. Um,
Okay.
did they give me an order? Mm, Okay. Brittany,
Hi.
Canadian grocers, and I'm sure other places have gotten extremely salty about um about uh about the tariffs and stuff. I have seen signs and people talking about it everywhere. Like the person who I bought this cheese from was selling Canada flag pins, and she told me that someone came up to her wearing a MAGA hat and she gave a 25% tariff to that person. And the energy involved in it is hilarious to me. It just is
Is
so Canadian.
I don't know if you know the answer. Is there a tariff on us buying things from Canada already in place?
I do not know this. And even if it is or is not, it is industry specific. It's like it is. I don't believe that it's across the board. Even if it is, it's. I think that there was gonna be on steel and aluminum, possibly, which is not good. It is not good. Um. Yes, I have none details. All I have is the vibe. The vibe is hilarious. The details,
Right. I have a
yeah.
lot of vibe information and very little information because
Hmm.
I'm trying to stay away from news, but also I don't know how much actual information people get from news.
Yes,
So,
that is a
because it's such
issue.
a nonsense source of information.
I can tell you where people are not getting news from. Facebook. Anyway, we're gonna just. So I have sent that. I paid
The
that bill.
information formerly known as news.
Oh, that was. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
have to. I'm gonna have to sit down. Good thing I'm already sitting down.
Especially as like he said it was such a queer icon and a lot of their things are very anti-queer. Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, 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 yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes, yes. Sometime off stream, I have a story related to that, but not on stream. Uh,
In our infinite time we get to talk off stream.
yes, it is
Um
quite a lot.
okay.
I had to shift my chair because it's impacting this thing. But yeah. Oh my God. I miss black tea so much, Brittany. It is so worth it tonight.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay, I'm not doing that today. I could have done it earlier. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so oh, my brain is like overwhelmed, 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 overwhelmed.
Do you also need to write stuff down first?
No, it's luckily not. Bold of you to assume I have anything in this brain. Everything is written down, which is good.
But you said you're overwhelmed, so
I am. I'm looking at this and I'm like, the first thing is work on my fan fiction, and it feels wrong to use this time to work on my fan fiction, but it's the thing at the top of the list, and I usually go top to bottom in my list. Actually, no,
this
the very
is
first thing.
seriously a very autistic specific issue.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have it a lot, actually. The other day in co-working, I was like, okay, what's next? Oh no, it says my fan fiction. Whoops. I guess I have to work on my fan fiction. And Leif was there with me, like, oh no, the next thing on my list is working on my fun personal coding project. Oh, I guess I have to do that. Whoops.
Was it Wednesday? I have to ask. That's okay.
I don't think so. Wednesdays are standing room only for Ollie usually. I don't think it was Wednesday. No, it was Thursday. Thursday? No.
Okay.
Tuesday? Oh my God. I have no idea. It was not Wednesday. Why?
Because that's one of his days that he works on. I'm like, hey, now we're having a conversation about somebody on ice.
About somebody on a stream. We love, but we would say if the person was here, in fairness. So
no, it was no, you're right. It's the stream part of it, not the person
correct.
hearing part
correct.
of it that I was uncomfortable.
No, yeah, no, it's weird. Anyway, yes, we love our guild members, and they are like our children. Therefore, we talk about them all the time, which is my tacit way of apologizing. Okay. I'm not shopping for my child's birthday presents today. We haven't even discussed what that is going to be. We know they're getting Lego from 2 sources minimum. 3? Probably 3.
My mom and I were having a very interesting neurodivergent conversation yesterday. Conversation about neurodivergent people. Because we were talking about my nephews, because she just got back from seeing them. Like, so what makes you say that this person has symptoms of this thing? And I was like, well, here's the problem. But we ended up in a like, how do you define autism? And I was like, it's like if you can't, nobody has a concept of what a flower is, and so you're just describing the edges of the petals.
Yeah.
It's like, I can tell you sets of things to watch for. Can I talk to you about the thing as a whole? No, but I'm not confident anyone else can either. Accurately. I'm sure lots of people are willing to do it. I've heard them do it.
And also it's evolving, right? This concept has changed unrecognizably in the last 5 years, let alone 8 or 20. Like, okay. So, you know what I'm not huge on is when I say to someone, hey, can I leave this in your hands? Because I really need one last thing to track. And they say, absolutely, I will text you about that before the end of the day. And that was yesterday. Guess how many texts I got about that thing? This many. In case anyone is visually impaired, I was holding up a hand sign for 0. Although I don't actually know what the ASL for that might be. This is the ASL for O. But I assume it's the same, but anyway. Okay, so I was actually in the middle of doing this, which is the first thing. Not is before the fixed thing. Okay, let me finish that. That'd be great.
Okay. So after minesweeping something other than what I'd intended to minesweep, because that's how minesweeps go. And if you like rigidly go back to it, you are not doing your brain any favors. So I have been diligently keeping a place where projects I can't tackle until the course is done in one spot.
Yep.
And now that I am I have only a few niggling remaining items, and I can look at it. I'm like, oh crap, a lot of stuff is due before the end of the month that I couldn't
Mm.
think about before. And so I'm like, well, I have no time to do anything but those.
Mm.
And then this other side thing I ended up minesweeping about, that I was like, oh, I probably need to add something time sensitive in, not time sensitive in,
I am so
because
sorry, my friend.
well, it was like, okay, I have these tech videos that are made. I have them back from the editor. I have for a long time, months and months. And I haven't had time or energy to put the finishing touches on them to post them. And they're not getting any younger. And they're tech videos. So they're somewhat time sensitive, but also if I'm not allowed to do anything but my taxes and course write up and proposals until the end of the month, I might just shut down and not like it would. I will get the things done because that is how my brain works, but I
Hmm.
will not enjoy it. I will be very unhappy with it. So I think, as much as I would really like to do that, why are you just not responding my iPad? Please
Mm.
respond to me. Um, so as much as I'd like to minesweep about that other thing, I think what I actually need to do next is plan, like make an order for those next tasks.
Okay.
Make
I've set up accountability for times I can sew. Okay, now I'm going to do hopefully a quick task on the background of my fic. I think I'll just um process these tasks, which that feels like a more brain acceptable thing to do on the weekly review. Tags off.
What are you doing right now?
I'm assuming you're not
Set
talking to
up.
an Ollie, right?
Nope, I am talking to my computer. Today, apparently, I have a very low tolerance for technology not instantly responding to me.
I have had that my whole life, but I mean,
Stronger than usual
oh,
reaction.
mm-mm.
Mm. Um, okay, so I'm going to say what are the things that I'm actually willing to tackle in March, which we don't have much left of.
You really
10
don't.
days, in fact. And I'm going to write what I think those are. I'm not going to look at the list. And then when I come back from break, I will look at it. So that's a thing I need to finish doing. But what I'm actually going to do is plan March projects. My mom also mentioned something else that seemed time sensitive. Oh, I remember. I will add that to the list because I don't think it's on there.
So in the fic, my main character is is in finance, as a financial something or other. I looked up the thing that I gave him, but I forget. Um, and one time, and I really like to when I'm using similes in the text, I like to use them related to whatever like profession or whatever is going on with the characters. Like for the druid, I always use nature metaphors. But so I had written that some a realization hit the character like an 18 wheeler, and I thought, why that, like, you can say hit by a bus, that's fine, but I thought, wait a second, is there any way that I can make this finance? So I said it hit him like a surprise audit. I really like that.
Dark.
Dork. Excuse
I
me.
love you.
You
Okay,
cut me.
I need to finish this list so I can go to
You
break.
finished the list. Oh, shut
You
up.
just
I'm
got my
sorry.
autopilot response.
Amazing. Do that more often.
I am married to Eric. Dork
You
is
are.
pretty automatic.
Yes.
Um, probably. Oh, this is a yucky group of thing.
Yay. Boo.
Oregon benefits. Hmm.
Tell me when I can tell you a thing again.
What do you meant? Um, who's hurt my soul? Um, okay, I wrote a bunch of question mark things. Okay, yes.
Um, I've already forgotten. It's okay.
I was hoping
Oh,
you write it
yes.
down.
There's a bunch of music that I like that is to me inspiring for the fic, but I can't figure out how to work it all into like the narrative. So I am going to make a playlist for it, but I'm also going to have at the beginning of the chapters, if there's a specific song that really like resonates with the chapter, I'm going to have just the notes that say, "Hey Google, play insert song." Because it's a meme and I love that meme. And then I can include it without it being distracting because
I
fans
like
love
it
that kind of stuff. Fans love that stuff. And so do I. Okay.
because you are a fan.
I am a very large fan, but not quite so much of a fan as apparently the person who drew a single celled amoeba, which I will never get over that. I will still be talking about it before I die.
Fair. All right. I'm going to go off to break and be back.
Okay, I'll be here doing weird things.
Bye. Of course.
It is known. It is known. Oh, right. I wonder if I can still search. Okay. Um, I had this idea while I was driving the other day, and I managed to remember it long enough to get home and write it down. Okay. Okay, I also have to put that earlier. Challenge accepted. I love that name too. Oh, oh yes. Okay. Look that I'm actually doing some of these. Really good. Okay. Oops, I crashed it. Oops. Okay. So just a little bit too big. Okay. Where are you then? I don't relatively Cons, office. I'm just getting sure. Mercury, Rena. Next one. Morning party. There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, what was I doing? What was I adding to this scene? Let me see. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right, that's cleared. Beautiful. And I did a few things. Huzzah. That feels very good. Okay. What next? Oh, good gods. Hello.
Hi. I'm uncomfortable with the position in March we're in.
Yes. Given that yesterday was January 2nd, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not cool with the progressions that are happening right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
get a knee brace. I don't know why my knees are hating this desk today. Probably because they can't go up
Mm.
because the seat fell down.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna put that on my break list. Mm. Um, oops. Okay, that's enough. Wow. Amazed how much my battery drained while I was gone. Okay. Oh, so much time passed. That's not acceptable. Okay. I
Yes.
wrote down what are the really, really gotta do's. And I'm not gonna lie, they suck.
I'm so sorry.
Um, I think I could do um
Okay.
I have a client
You have
who
many, in
had
fact.
oh, yes, I had a client. I just want to brag on them anonymously. I have a
Okay.
client who was having some pretty serious financial issues that
Hmm.
were compounded by compulsive shopping online.
Oh, oh no. Oh dear.
And they set up a thing to not access their phone at night, and it's gone. It was only an at night problem.
Ah,
It was only an I'm out
yes.
of willpower for the day. I'm out of
All
juice for the
gone. And
day.
now I want this pretty thing. Yes, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. Yep. In this house, there is a Ellie cannot do online shopping, even for important normal stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
They started writing a list of stuff
after,
to get
yeah,
for the morning. Yeah. That they could look at another time, like
beautiful.
writing it down.
It's amazing. That's one of the things I think why we often talk about ADHD being very like not easy to manage, but the things that help so dramatically and so quickly sometimes. Sometimes some things take a while,
Sometimes, yeah.
but sometimes it's like and then it was done.
I mean, and that's for
And there
somebody
are
who
a
has a
few
minor compulsion. Like when we get into more serious
yes.
addiction, it
Oh, for
obviously like,
100%. Yeah.
but they didn't think that that would be enough to stop it.
And it was.
And I pointed it out to them, and I was like, that was 2 sessions ago,
Yep.
and they've been meeting every other week,
Hmm.
so that was a
A
month ago.
month. Yep.
And it's just like, oh yeah, that's not a thing,
Man,
and it's
that's
amazing.
crazy. A plus.
Mm-hmm.
Many applause to that
Yeah, and if
person.
you think that they do not on purpose show you stuff you're more likely to impulse buy when it is later, you would be underestimating them.
Hmm.
Yep, good times. Okay, um,
That is my lip balm.
so that is an action I could potentially take today on those. I'm just looking at the taxes, like, yeah, but I just don't want to. What I want to do
Mm.
every time, what I want to do instead is set up a system so it sucks less next year every time,
I know.
but I
Yep.
don't.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, if I had nothing else to do, ha ha ha,
Hmm.
I actually did work on the system and then I hit a roadblock and I don't remember what it was. Um,
That is a delightful note that I have in this project. That twirler design would make
I
almost no
could
sense to anyone but me.
give
It's got
myself
notes.
permission to spend 1 or 2 segments of mobile time, like on an elliptical on my phone. Um, give myself permission to do it a little bit because we're not quite at the deadline, but I think I need to lay out what the deadline actually looks like.
Mhm.
Um, watch need to stop notifying me of things that you think are at a particular location. This is an appointment that does not have an alert on it. I would never put an alert on this entire calendar. But it's like, oh, you're usually at home at this time. So you better get home.
Mm-hmm.
I have that turned off on my phone. There is nowhere on my watch that I can find to turn that off. Like,
I am so sorry.
I cannot give you enough middle fingers.
A
I
whole
only have
bouquet
two.
of them.
I only have two.
Well, you can do this. This is a bouquet of that. Two bouquets, in
But
fact.
there's
Even harder.
maybe.
How are you being more autistic than me in this moment? Well done. Well done.
Because they're not middle fingers. They're other fingers.
Oh,
They have
Brittany.
no
Because is not an answer. No.
because
No.
is not an answer.
No. I refuse.
um my brain is going a lot of less helpful places today also,
My brain is
guys.
currently going helpful places. I will waft my zhuzh in your direction. Actually, it's been okay this whole time.
Okay, good. No, I was like, okay, just finish having that thought that you can do nothing about. It's in the past.
Yep.
Put into so I can finish writing a sentence. Okay, I'm gonna have to put these into a calendar. First, I'm gonna look at the other items. I don't think I actually highlighted that in the document. Oh, nobody can see it anyway.
I love shortcuts. I love shortcuts. La la la. Okay, now I'm going to do a B of multiple things that I need to get accountability for.
Okay. Projects, look at the list. I think I need to set a timer for this. Set timer for 8 minutes. That's I want 5, but I know it really needs at least 10.
Mm,
I think I can't control where it's putting new things. So okay. Well, that's a thing that I either do or it doesn't happen.
okay, so question becomes, on a normal week, when can I clean the bathroom? Because it's going to take that long. Oh. Okay.
Okay. So, oh geez. Okay. I just wrote February for something that I wanted to do right now.
Oh. Oh, okay. Hmm.
Mm, why is there just always like stick with me on this phrasing? Why is there always enough to do? And I don't mean like the right amount. I mean like, oh yeah, I'm really bogged down with this thing. When it's done, it'll be easier. It's like, oh no, there's just more stuff to fill in and replace it.
Hmm.
It's like
Hmm. Yep.
when
There's
sand
never
is
a
really, really wet and you try to
and
dig it
then.
out. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. There's never a and then. Well, it's a little bit like not to go all environmentalist hippie on you for a second, but there's no away. You don't throw things away.
I mean, you do because that's our verbiage in English. But
Yes,
yes,
but
they have to
but
go somewhere.
moralistically speaking, there is no away. Yes. Okay. I did a 2 minute action, which generated another action, which is not going to be 2 minutes and is going to be 100% me writing. So I am going to dip to do that and possibly be called away very soon after that to nap time. But I shall return.
Okay. When? Like, do you know, have a ballpark guess? Did you hear me? I'm thinking you didn't. I will text. I don't know if you still know you're on camera. Okay, 10 minutes. All right. Okay. Uh, I should go get that thing. I've actually almost. Welcome email. Oh, got more information on this thing here. I shall put it here. Um, I almost feel like these all go together. I guess that shouldn't be surprising that a whole section of my thoughts that I've been building up are related. So I'm sort of just looking through this big list so I just had this gigantic mind map that was just growing and growing of like, crap, I will projects I need to plan, but they were really like stuff I will tackle after course. But now that we are looking at wrapping that up, it's time to take a look at them. And so some of them are going to a mind map called March, and some are going to a mind map called April. I'm noticing that the kinds of things that always get left behind are being left behind. I don't think that the way to deal with that is to just go grab them all and be like, I'm forcing it in, because that doesn't tend to work. Um, because I think where it will really come in is like, um, one at a time, like when I'm able to put them in. I think that's the right way. It's not like, oh, do all the things you don't normally do, because that's just a way to set myself up for not succeeding. Um, but um, but having like, okay, I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing this one, and then I'm doing this one. Okay. Oh, that probably goes in April.
I'm back.
Oh, hi. I'm glad you said something because I'm not looking at Zoom at all.
I didn't do any writing as it turns out because I I decided that so it was I was reading a letter that one of my players sent to an NPC, and I decided that the NPC is not going to respond with a letter. He's just going to show up mysteriously, as he is wont to do. Which is going to be much easier on the DM. I mean, I would have made that decision anyway, regardless, but it is much easier on the
Well,
DM.
it's probably better like for show also.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm going to take a break now.
Okay. All right, I lied. I still ended up writing a letter.
I came back early because my dad needs help in a minute.
Okay. Well, I need to go in a minute. So, uh,
That's why I was confused.
I lied. I did write a letter back, but it was a letter actually. Okay, anyone who is in my D&D game, turn this off right now. The letter says,
Low risk.
"To the semi-feral cub, I read your letter, Kaya, and frankly, even an immortal lacks the time to respond by pen to something that long. Where in the nine hells are you? I should probably come find you to continue your druidic teaching at some kind. Your exalted druidic mentor." I enjoyed writing that. Can you tell?
I did. I can. Indeed.
So I messaged the because I know the play I know the character has been avoiding mail because they're afraid of the response from their family to other letters, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, your character should probably check mail ever. So of course that's going to be difficult in the Underdark. Okay.
Okay. Now I need a
Oh,
calendar to map it
right.
onto. What month is this?
I was actually trying to figure out when I'm going to clean my darn bathroom.
This sucks.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry. They made the ADHD conference application due on a Sunday.
Hmm.
What is wrong with you?
Many things.
What? What? Mm. What? I'm still just baffled.
I get the
Do you
baffled
want your
concept.
people to have no weekend whatsoever? Oh, also, I figured out why I was so confused about my mother in law's trip.
Hmm.
It's because it's next week, not in 2 weeks, which is what I had on my calendar.
Ah, be that would be relevant. Yes. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay, I'm glad I did this, I guess. No, I said I'm not doing a calendar, but here we are.
Indeed.
And then, oh, oh, this sucks.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I really, really, really need a vacationy thing to do this weekend. And I'm like, this is my only other like day I could devote to taxes. And I really need to do something novel and weird tomorrow.
Hmm.
to keep my sanity.
It doesn't work. Darn it all.
What is happening?
I could tell you.
Ugh.
I'm so proud of myself, though. For my accountability system, I have the request text already written. I can just copy and paste it.
I love it. I have nothing. Wait.
Okay. So I I've done that. I've done several things that were very useful for my life now. And I am going to be in co-working later for EAP.
I I think
Just
I
have,
must have added something to my calendar for the wrong week.
uh-oh.
Oh no, that's there. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't know what happened. That was weird.
All right, I'm gonna have to go for nap time.
Okay.
I might be in the comments. Won't be on camera. I Yeah, probably won't be back
Okay.
here, but yes, I have to go for the camera for the nap experience. And I hope
Nap
that I get
experience featuring Ollie.
gods. Um, yeah, I hope I get enough D&D prep. I mean, it's not going to be that much, but I'm used to it being overwhelming and me being depressed. So, but somehow I got through winter without my players hating me. As far as I know. So I'm gonna go. Thank you, everybody who was here. Anybody who was here. Weird time, and thank you, Brittany, especially. Yeah.
You too.
Good luck. Bye.
Thanks. You too. Bye. Okay, those things are now in my system. I think I'm just gonna have to delete this recurring event because it's making me crazy. Um, so then a thing I ought to do today is set. So I was like, well, yeah, I could spread out the taxes across a couple days. I was like, I swear I can't. That's gross. Can't do it then. I need to go get this stuff. Realistically, can't do it then. Apparently, I did need to do a calendar review. Which kind of sucks. I think I have to go for a break. He did it without me. Okay. Having a hard time keeping stuff in my head. I mean, I don't know. I'm not supposed to keep stuff in my head. I think I need to set up my today task list. Okay. So I could do that. Okay, what are the other actions I need to do for this project? Um, wow, this is depressing. Okay, I'm gonna put these in. When somebody feels like they've been chained to their computer too much and need to do more tasks moving around, what always makes them feel great is knowing that they have lots and lots of long, tedious hot dates with the TurboTax. And I know usually I find other stuff I need and then blah, blah, blah. So, um, I think we're getting close to wrapping up. Okay. Those are things that need to happen. I need to write out these other projects and actions, which is awkward because I'm putting it in a calendar space, but I just need to write them out and have them be done for right now because I'm running out of time and energy. I can do this. Why isn't my information bar? There we go. Yes, that's a thing. Like, lie to. Okay, I can do this one last thing. It's a task, it's a concrete thing. I can do it. I can reply to a message. I just thought of another thing I should probably do. I've been sort of ignoring the timer because weird stuff happened. Oh, I have nobody added. Okay. Did I schedule it the other way? Maybe. What? I don't let me see any times. What? Am I doing the wrong one? No. I don't know why it's not working. It's really annoying. Just marketing committee. Can I just get rid of the old ones? Okay. Theoretically, this should work. Cat. Extra time. Different. Oh, it startled me. I'm listening to like suspenseful music. I don't know. This takes too long. Okay. I got everybody. Okay. That's been taken care of. So today on my prep tasks, and then So started looking for another day I could work on my taxes, and I don't know if there is one. But I will. Okay. Okay. I think that's about all I can do. On that one. What should I do? When are we next going to stream one of these? Stop. Maybe April 4th. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you got something done. I did, even if it wasn't what I intended, which is not uncommon. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you here next week. Bye.